What is up, Gemini? How are you guys doing? Guess what time it is? It's time for the mid-month messages. My favorite time of the month, man. The reason why my favorite time of the month is the mid-month messages is because what I'm looking for is a change of timelines. So all you got to do is take the advice that's given to you in the main monthly reading and apply that to your situation, and that could potentially change your timeline. That's the whole point of the advice that I give, and that's the whole point of this video here. So for those of you who need a personal reading, just check the description of this video, and that's where you'll find everything you need to know. All right, let's see here. What am I starting these off with? I think it's the person from the past. Person from the past. Let's see if Gemini has taken a new timeline with the person from the past. Is Gemini still on the same timeline with the past person? Ooh, the Hermit. Some of you dealt with a Virgo, possibly. Page of Pentacles. But the Four of Wands is reversed. Eight of Cups reversed, though. Okay. So, there's a little bit... I think there's a little bit more action happening here than there was in the main monthly reading, but not a lot. A little bit, but not a lot. I'm kind of feeling like this person's probably going to do some things to try to get your attention with the Page of Pentacles in the upright. But with the Ace of Swords reversed, they don't really know how to approach you. They don't really know how to start a conversation with you. They don't know how to break the ice, basically. So the examples I usually like to give with the Page of Pentacles is things like posting things directed towards you, you know, viewing your Instagram story, little shit like that. Little things to see if they can get your attention, but not coming straight forward, like in your inbox and starting a conversation with you. You see what I'm saying? So, okay. And if you're not really responding or reacting to their little attempts to get your attention, they're not really showing any more emotion other than that. That's pretty much it. Page of Wands reversed. Okay. Okay, well, let's see how they really feel about you and what their true intentions are. What's this person's true feelings, energies, and intentions towards Gemini? Let me scoot you back here a little bit. What's this person's true feelings, energies, and intentions towards Gemini? Hierophant reversed. So it doesn't look like they're wanting commitment. Hang on. Ace of Cups reversed. Hierophant reversed. So it doesn't look like they're looking for commitment or a new start in love. So... But the Eight of Cups is reversed again. I think they just want to talk to you. Whoops. And the King of Cups is reversed. Yeah, they just want to talk to you, I think. They don't really want to open up. They don't really want to show you any emotion. This almost kind of feels to me like they just feel energetically tied to you and they don't know why. They don't know exactly what they want. It's just like they have to scratch that itch, you know? They just want to see what you're up to, how you're feeling, you know. But they don't really know why they feel tied to you, and they don't know what they want. They just can't get you off their mind, basically. You know? So, yeah, their guard is way, way up. Way, way up. Okay. Yeah, they don't know what they want exactly. They just have an itch they need to scratch. So, okay. I do think they would like to clear the air with you, though. They would at least like to clear the air and squash the beef. So, okay. Let's see how this is playing out. What's the outcome? How's this playing out? What is the outcome? 3 of Swords again. That's a pretty damn dramatic 3 of Swords card, if I must say so myself. What do you think? Isn't that dramatic? Pretty cool, though. Three of Wands reversed. You know what? And the 5 of Cups. You know what? I don't think these little attempts to try to get your attention are even hitting your radar. You're not even picking up on it. There may be some of you that pick up on it a little bit, but not enough to react to it with confidence. You see what I'm saying? Like, you may, for example, see them post something on their Facebook that sounds like it might be directed towards you, but you can't really prove it. You're kind of overthinking it, so you don't really react to it. But for the very most part, I think a lot of the things that they're doing, the universe is blocking this person from you. Yeah, I think the universe is putting a blockage here in this situation, because if you and this person was to come together, it would pull you so far off your path that it almost wouldn't even be worth it. So this karmic contract is incomplete because the energy is too messed up. The analogy I like to use is it's like car insurance. You know how car insurance will fix your car up to a certain point, but once your car is damaged beyond a certain point, the insurance company says, fuck it. It's not worth it. Get rid of it. Similarly, the universe will kind of do the same thing with a karmic contract. Yeah, you all have karma that you need to clear, but this person's energy is so fucked up that if you and this person came together, they would pull you so far off your path that would sabotage all of the other missions, assignments, and contracts that you have lined up in this lifetime. See what I'm saying? Okay. Well, okay. Let's get some advice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? Oh, the High Priestess. So just pay attention to your intuition on this one. Pay attention to your intuition on this one. 3 of Cups reversed. Okay. Now, I don't really think there's anything that you need to know that you don't know. And I don't think in regards to this situation, there's anything you need to do that you're not doing. I think things are working out the way they are because this situation is being divinely guided. So I would just kind of go with the flow on this. I wouldn't try too hard to force anything, to fight anything. This is going the way the universe wants it to go, okay? And that's not, that kind of advice doesn't come through very often at all. So if you followed me for years, you know that that's kind of strange sounding advice, but all right. Now let's see what's going on with the single Geminis and the person that you're interested in. Singles and your love interest. Are we on the same timeline? If timelines change, did they change for the better or for the worse? Or is Gemini just still on the same timeline? Justice. For some of you, this person could have some legal issues they're dealing with, maybe. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is kind of telling me that you're just pretty much abandoning this situation altogether. Was that what was in the main monthly reading? I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember. I do know that here in the last quarter of 2024, the majority of the signs have not been having very much luck with the person they're interested in, but it's telling me that you're abandoning this situation and giving up on it. Maybe because you're just overthinking this situation too much. You don't know if this person just has their guard up and doesn't want to let you in. But you're just, I think, just tired of waiting to see where this is going. And you're just kind of abandoning this. Yeah, throwing in the white towel, giving up hope. Damn, dog. This has drained you. This situation has drained the life force energy out of you. Let's see how they feel about you then. How's this person really feeling about Gemini? King of Pentacles reversed. Let's see what this person's energy looks like, what their intentions are. Two of Coins, King of Wands. Well, okay. So the first thing that yells at me immediately is the Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups. So it kind of indicates to me that this person wants to be single and explore other options and play the field. But also at the same time, in addition to that, I think this person probably just has so much going on in their life right now. They may not even have time for a relationship. They very well may not. Yeah, Ten of Cups reversed. It almost feels to me like they don't really want to settle down with anybody. Yeah, okay. Well, okay. Let's get the advice since it looks like we got the outcome in the first spread. What's the advice here? Nine of Cups for you too. Well, that means maintain your emotional independence. And the Seven of Cups for you too. The same cards that came out in this person's energy is coming out in your advice. Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups. Maintain your emotional independence. Don't be afraid to explore other options. If you're getting to a point where you're so tired of waiting to see where a connection is going, how long should you have to wait? Just ask yourself that question. How long should I have to wait before I know where a connection is going? That's an open-ended question. It's between you and the universe, you and your higher self. How long, if the universe wanted this person in my life, how long should I have to wait? All right, so now I don't really think there's anything you're doing wrong here either. That's interesting. Twice in a row. There's not really any advice that you need. That's interesting. Not only does that not come through very often, but it came through twice in a row. All right, well, let's see who's coming in next. Are we still on the same timeline with the next person coming in? Ooh, 9 of coins. You know what that means, right? That means a lot of you, especially if you have been single for a while. If you've been single for a while, you've been single for a while for a reason, because that's part of your path right now. Unfortunately, there will be times in our journey and on our path where we have to take a little solo trip, especially if you're going through lots of growth and evolution. Let me just see. I don't want to unpack that yet. Okay, yeah, yup, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So, what that means, so you've been on a little solo trip for a little bit for a reason. And what would that reason be? Because you're going through a transformation. So what does that indicate? That indicates a vibrational change. That means that by the time you're finished with this transition and this transformation, you're going to be vibrating at a different frequency. Now, what does that mean? That means that you're going to attract a person that's unlike any person you've ever attracted before. But first, in order to attract something that's unlike anything you've ever had before, you have to vibrationally become a version of you that's unlike any version of you that you've ever been before. Does that make sense? Of course it does. So that's good. And I knew, yup, moon card, death card. You're going through a transformation right now. So the next person that comes in is going to be absolutely unlike anybody you've ever dealt with before. And that's good. That means there's going to be a lot more potential for growth and success. So that's good. Let's see this person's energy. What are some things that you may notice about this person when they show up in your life? Ooh, so this person may be spiritually awake. You may, for the first time, end up getting with somebody that's on the same spiritual level as you. And believe it or not, that makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. I hear all these relationships all the time with people where one person is spiritually awake and the other one is not. And I don't know how you do that. I don't know how the hell anybody does that. Anybody. So this person's been going through a transformation too. So that's cool. That means that you're unlike anybody they have ever dealt with before. Now, they might be a little bit of an immature communicator, but not so badly that you don't know how to connect with them, if that makes any sense. You're able to connect with them because when you connect with somebody on an energetic level, I gotta be careful how I say this. When you connect with somebody on a deep enough energetic level, verbal communication becomes less important. I'm not saying it's not important. It is. But if you're connected vibrationally, it's not as important. Where with somebody you're not really all that connected to, you could have a 30-minute conversation with somebody and not really understand where they're coming from at all. Where if you're connected with somebody at the deepest level, a few sentences, boom, download. I download my whole soul into your fucking consciousness and vice versa, you know? So that's good. That's probably one of the first things you're going to notice. Other than that, though, maybe a little bit of an immature communicator, but They're not playing games. They're not stringing you along. They're ready to settle down with their divine life partner. And I do think that they do believe that you are that person. Okay. Could be an Aries for some of you. Could be a fellow Gemini for some of you. Also have Sagittarius and Libra. All right, well, let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. What's the outcome for the first 60 days when the next person comes in? Outcome for the first 60 days. Temperance. So it's gonna, hang on. Let me see what else comes through with that. Yeah, this is going to be a major learning curve for both of you. A major learning curve. There's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some obstacles between the two of you. But you all, I think, unlike anybody you've ever dealt with before, the two of you are going to be working through that shit. Lover's card again. So the analogy I like to use is, imagine you're riding down the road and a dump truck in front of you kicks a rock back and hits your windshield and it cracks. Okay? So that's like going through a challenge or an obstacle with somebody that you're with. All right? Bah! Causes a crack. Well, with somebody that isn't really good for you, every time you hit another bump, that crack's going to spread. You hit another bump, the crack's going to spread. You hit another bump, the crack's going to spread until eventually it just collapses. Now, with this person, don't get it twisted. It's not that there ain't going to be no bumps. It's not that there ain't going to be no cracks. The difference is you'll pull over and you and your person will get out and repair that crack. And you know what that does when you repair the crack? That reinforces the glass. And now it's stronger than it was before the crack happened. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's going to be some bumps in the road, some challenges, some obstacles. But this is the process that is bringing the two of you together. Now, I always have to preface this when I say this. Okay, when I say ups and downs, when I say challenges and obstacles, I'm not talking about infidelity, domestic violence, abuse, right? That's not what I mean. We've all known that couple who likes to say, oh, we've had our ups and downs, and they're talking about cheating and domestic violence and police being called and toxic shit. I'm not talking about toxic shit. Okay, that's not ups and downs. That's fucking run, okay? So just to outline my point there. Any advice? Any advice when the next person comes in? Make sure there is equal give and take. That's kind of, well, you would think it's common sense, but don't be so quick to judge what's happening, and don't compare what's happening to anything that you've experienced in the past. Now, again, this is a slippery slope, but there's a difference between occasionally reaching back in the past and grabbing some wisdom to utilize when you're going through something, and constantly comparing everything to what you've been through in the past. There's a difference there. And the line's not really all that fine, honestly. It's really not. It's a pretty definitive line. So don't spend too much time trying to figure out how to navigate this situation based on everything you've been through in the past. There's going to be a lot of unexpected twists and turns. Things are going to unfold and play out in ways that you have been prepared for but have never experienced. And again, Lover's card for the third time in a row. If you play your cards right, no pun intended, the two of you could build a successful life partnership. All right? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Gemini family needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.